Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be back with an expert. He's currently involved in a senior role in design with the Tatas. Right now, we have with us Ravi Mahamuni. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Ravi.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this golden opportunity to share my thoughts. Um, so, I would like to start with one poem which I have co-authored with ChatGPT. Now, I think it's a very nice buddy if we can use it. And so, here it is. I come from humble beginnings, spent childhood in a rural village, where the soil taught me the value of effort and privilege. As a son of a farmer, I grew up with dreams to take our heritage beyond the traditional streams.
Yeah,
My journey began with electronics in hand, from junior college to exploring international land.
yeah,
Engineering shaped my technical mind, while an MBA refined the managerial grind. But my heart sought answer deeper and wide, so I pursued a PhD where service design and behavioral science collide.
okay.
Over 20 years at TCS Research, I have led with pride, crafting innovations that impact far and wide. 50 plus research papers and many patents are part of the tale, but my purpose goes beyond these metrics or scale. I am an advocate for system and service design, shaping India's future where these fields align. Yet, the farmer in me never went away. I promote organic farming every day with a mission to bring glamour back to fields and show the world the power of soil yields. In my village roots, I find my call, supporting children to rise and stand tall.
Okay.
Through books, scholarships, and words of guide, I try to light the path where dreams reside. From fields to research lab, my path might seem odd, but it's driven by passion and the support of family and friends. This is my story, a blend of earth and sky, a journey of hope to inspire and fly.
Wonderful. You have really flown high, and I'm so glad that you are here to tell us, all about it. And the poem is actually very informative. It just tells us that, you remain rooted to your place where you were from, but you have come far. Are you now in Mumbai or Pune?
Currently, I am in Pune,
Ah,
so I work out of Tata Research Design and Development Center,
yeah,
where TCS Research Lab is there. So I
yeah.
head the Design Research Lab in Pune.
Okay, wonderful. Could you tell us a little bit about what I seem to be inundated with people in design. I had no ones for a year and a half, but in the last 2 or 3 days, I've had a student who's done design. I've had just before you a person who went to NID but gave up on design. And now
Okay,
you are here. You didn't start with design, but you are in design. So tell us what design
correct. Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So I think, design is the art of problem solving. So where we say arts is a self-expression, but the design is about solving the problem, whether it is a social problem or a business problem, in a more creative way and a unique way. So when I joined Tata Research back in 1997, so I joined as a software researcher. I worked as a software researcher, worked on very foundational software research, came up with a lot of good products and all. But then, when I worked at Apple Computers in Cupertino for a year or so, it changed my perspective Previously, when I was working on the coming up with new algorithms and all, so when it was working, I was happy as far as it is working from command prompt. I don't have
Yeah.
to worry about the beautiful interface and all.
Yeah.
But then one day I realized that whatever I'm designing, whatever I'm developing, whatever research output is coming, it stays with me very less time. It stays with my customer, the people who are going to use it for long period of time. So I should be thinking about it, that how they will be using. And that's where I started inclining towards design. And luckily I got chance to work in Cupertino at Apple Computers as a solution architect. And then I saw the power of design,
Yeah.
that how the design can really transform the things, and it can take lot of things which technology cannot do, but
Mm.
it can really take that to the next level if you combine technology along with a nice design so that it can reach to masses.
Okay.
So with that mindset, when I came back to India, I started applying those principles in our TRDDC, whatever the work I was doing. I was very passionate about coming up with UI, UX, and making nice things. Though I did not have that time any design background, but with a self passion, I did, and really those products got a lot of um, praise and those things. One day, I got a call from my boss and saying that you are talking about the design, and now we are going to have a research collaboration project with IDC School of Design, IIT Bombay, and which is on service design. So I told him I don't have design background, but he said, no, no, no. I believe you. If you decide, you will do it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, if you believe in me, I will go ahead. And I joined as a principal investigator from TCS Research side in that IDC project on a service design research thing. And that time, it's like, oh, I have to learn now service design. Then I thought, anyway, I have to learn. It's better that I learn it with a rigor. And I decided to do my PhD in service design. And
Okay.
that's how my journey in service design started with that. And I think after that, I came a very long way now. Is that I am heading a design research, as well as I am a adjunct professor at IDC School of Design, IIT Bombay, where I teach the service design, system design, behavioral change, design for behavioral change, and like that. Also, I am teaching at Department of Design, IIT Hyderabad, as a visiting professor. Same thing, system design, service design, and all. So I think like that I came a long way. So if you
Yes.
look at, so
Yeah.
I am feel that I am uniquely posed that I am the person who understand the technology, who understand the management, who understand the design. So I can talk to all these three peoples, three teams, and translate from one domain to other domain to really make a difference. I think that's how the short story about how I uh, stumbled upon the design.
I agree with you, but could you tell us a bit about the service design? I confess that I don't know the difference
Yeah.
of these nuances. What is service design?
Correct. So actually, service design is all about how we can really provide a meaningful and the pleasant experiences to all involved stakeholders. So let's take an example of Passport Seva Kendra in India. So if you look at the way passport was issued as part of the citizen services 10, 15 years back versus now, the
Yeah,
whole transformation happened is because of the service design.
I see. Okay.
So it starts looking at not only the technological touch point that let's come up with the mobile app or let's come up with the website. So the
Yeah,
process starts with understanding, like, who are the different stakeholders in this, what are their expectations, what are their concern, constraint, and resources available with them, so that we can come up with the solution which meets the aspiration of all involved stakeholders, and
yeah,
it makes everybody's life easy and meaningful. So that's how it starts. So if you look at the all the things, let's take again the example of a passport seva kendra. So we have, when we do such type of transformative projects, we
mhm,
really try to understand. So most of the time, 10, 15 years back, if you want to apply for a passport, you have to go through agents only, because you were not knowing what are the
yeah,
documents will be
right,
required, how
right.
much time it will require, and it will take months and months. Now if you go for passports, it's very easy to get appointment. You don't have to go through any agents to do
No,
that. You can
no.
directly apply on the website or through mobile app and get. So that's the seamless thing we have. Also, what are the documents are required? It gives the proper list. It says that these are the documents missing
Mm,
and all. Also, nowadays, if your documents are available in a DigiLocker, so you can just say, "Ki this is my DigiLocker." It pulls out your documents from that government DigiLocker portal. So like that, there is a lot of convenience and ease of use we
mm.
brought from a user perspective.
I
From
see.
the government perspective, lot of documentation is happening. So that time they used to ask us to go and take the passport size photo from outside. So then there will be some problem. Your ears are not visible, your face is not covering the 70% of all those things, correct? So nowadays what we said, why to do that? We can take the photos there itself. So we take the click the photos, so there is authenticity. We can click the way we want. We also check with them. So like that, there are small things. So when we talk about the service design, we take care of your small problem or small concerns. Like for example, just to illustrate the point, is that the lot of times when you go and visit the passports office, you might have not got the Xerox copy or the photocopy of one of your certificate. Then you have to come out of the government office, find out where there is a photocopier, and then fetch that photocopy from there. They might exploit the situation because you are in need. Instead of taking 1 rupees, it might charge you 10 rupees, correct? So what we did is that this might happen. So we installed the Xerox machine photocopier in the office itself, where with just the 1 or 2 rupees you can get
Yeah.
the photocopy of your document then and there. So
Okay.
like that, such a small improvement can really improve the
Mm,
overall experience. So I think this is how the things happen. So in which, when we talk about the service design outcome, is that there might be any policy changes required if you want to do this. What are the process changes required to make everybody's life happy? Also, what are the touch point ecosystem we need to build, whether it is a human touch point or a digital touch point?
mm,
Though we have a digital touch point like mobile app or the website, still there is a person, may I help you, who
yeah.
acts like a floor coordinator,
Yeah.
considering our citizens, different people, their different needs.
Yeah.
Lot of people might be illiterate. Also, when people talk to another human being, they feel good, they feel trusted. So we
Yeah.
have a one person which can help. So that is a human touch point. And then the interaction, so human to computer interaction and human to human interaction, that what type of training we need to give to that person. And the lastly, the service scape, where service will be delivered, the how should
Yeah.
be the design layout of the passport seva kendra office,
Yeah.
and like that. So that is a government service, citizen services example. Another thing, project we work on the improving passenger experience at airport, or how we can make the patient centric healthcare system. So like that, there is a lot of examples of a service design where things happen smoothly. There, I think that service design is in the background who makes everybody's life easy.
Well, it's a very important development because so far it was really driven by bureaucracy.
Correct.
Right? And the steps were of a applicant to the bureaucracy. But that I think is gone from your thinking. You're thinking, look, how can I provide service to this person? Right?
Exactly.
Okay. So you're
Exactly.
providing service and then you're taking account of what makes this applicant happy. How can it work? How can it work?
Exactly.
And then you are looking at it, but still meet the rules and requirements. Like you mentioned, the
Exactly.
photograph. So I think it's a very good innovation. I just yesterday I read that the Chief Minister of Andhra has said that he's going to work on better delivery of services to his people, Chandrababu Naidu,
Correct.
because he's a
Yeah.
technically savvy man. I wish,
Exactly.
he would, I'm sure he reaches out to experts, but that's the kind of thing that we need everywhere. That look, how can I do this?
Yes.
How can I make it work?
Exactly.
Okay. It's absolutely
That's true.
wonderful work that you are doing. And but I mean, what Tata charges money, this is consulting work, and they charge money for this. How does it work?
So TCS gets the project. So like for example, the Passport Seva Kendra, it is a PPO, public private partnership. So we worked with the external ministry with that as a project. So we manage the different layers of that along with the background. So
Yeah,
we do the initial processing, scanning of the things, photo
yeah,
taking, and
yeah,
then in front of government officer, it goes that okay, these are the documents, these are the things, this is the verified everything, so that they can just take the decision based on that information whether to approve or not.
yeah. Wonderful. All right, that's great. Okay.
It makes their life easy also, where they don't have to go through it, and they we are enabling them to make the right decisions. If there is any discrepancy, we mark it saying that it looks like names are different at group places, so it will mark and show them so that they can
Correct.
see,
Correct.
oh okay, so they don't have to, so that there will be less mistake, it will be faster. And just to me give you one example of a maybe we can say policy change. So if there is no change in your name, address, or anything, and when you are going for renewal of passport, okay, so we are saying that there is no need for the police verification. Okay, in that case, when you step out of the passport seva kendra, your passport is printed.
Yeah,
Okay, so such a things also we have embedded so that we can reduce the load on police department. Also the citizens can get their passport early, and whenever there is a doubt, still the passport officer can override that recommendation that police verification not required, but that person feels something, then he can say no, for this person we need to do the police verification. But in 99% cases there is no need. So like that, process improvement, policy improvements to keep up with the current times, I think that's all is part of the service design to make everybody's life easy.
okay, this is absolutely fascinating. Let me turn to why are you teaching? This is already a full-time job. So
I know.
why?
So
So
what I felt is that service design, as you rightly mentioned, is new in India. So I am one of the early PhDs in service design. So most of the things are really well established in European countries, Scandinavian countries, and all. So here, how we can bring whatever I have learned and industry experience, how we can give it back to society. So I felt that the giving back to societies, I can do it in two way. One thing is that I can teach and transfer this knowledge to all the buddy designers, the students, in a more structured manner, as well as I am working with the various social initiatives to help them to scale up and replicate their effort, like because I believe that the lot of NGOs are working in pockets and doing wonderful job, but they are not able to scale up or increase their impact because they are not following processes. And I believe that service design can really help them to scale up and replicate what they are doing. So I came established the organization called as Service Design for Society India. So it is like it helps service design for society, and especially for the Indian NGOs to do this. So that's my personal initiative where I create the opportunity for students to work on a social problem. And that
okay,
was the reason. One and another thing is that Tata culture is like that. It's always when there is opportunity giving back to society, they will always say yes. So they really encourage me to go to the institutes and teach. So I really am thankful to TCS for allowing me to do that. Though I need to work, so what I do is that I teach and I work. So parallelly, both the things go. When I give the assignment to the students, my office work is continuing parallelly, and that's how I manage both the things together. But I
well,
am happy, I am enjoying because it's
well,
very fulfilling job.
your face shows that you're enjoying it, but it is hard work, to
I
teach a
know, I know,
course.
I
I
know.
know that it
Mm,
is tedious. There's a lot of grunt work in teaching a course
yes,
because you have a lot of
correct.
things to handle, and you are even. So, how are you handling it in Mumbai? You go there, or it's video?
Yeah.
Or
So what I do is that they have the modular structure. So
yeah.
I take the one module of service design per semester. So every 6 months I have to go there for 2 to 3 weeks, and then
Okay.
I stay there on campus or complete those things and then come back to Pune.
Okay. Then let me ask you my standard question. What advice do you have for young people? Because you are talking to students, you know what they are like.
Mm.
Many senior people have no clue of what the young
Correct.
people are like, but you do. So I'm
Yeah.
asking you, What
Yeah.
advice do you have for young
Yeah.
people?
So I think what I feel is that let me again say this in a Hindi share style. सादगी में ही असली सुंदरता है, जड़ों से जुड़े रहना हमारी कुदरत है, जो साथ चले उनका एहसान न भूले, अवसरों को थामे यही हमारी किस्मत है, कर्म पर यकीन और मेहनत का साथ यही है जीवन का सच्चा राज. So,
Ah,
so I think that summarizes the thing. Just to translate into the English, it's like the true beauty lies in simplicity.
yeah,
Staying connected to our roots is our true nature.
yeah.
Never forget those who walk with you. Seize the opportunities that come your way, for they shape your destiny. Have faith in your efforts and path of karma. This is the true secret of fulfilling life.
Wonderful. Okay. Anything else you want to add here? You have told us a lot. I'm very happy. Please add anything else you
So
want to
just
add
two
here.
lines. So after all those things, and as you said, how I can manage all those things and really enjoy. So here, Vipassana really helped me. Okay,
Mhm.
I am following Vipassana practice since 2011. So I every year go for a 10-day course also and the practice as much. So I think so there I learned something is like how you need to spend time with yourself. Okay, so it is like silence is not the absence of sound but the presence of self.
Ah,
In stillness, the truth unfolds and the mind find its wealth. So I think with this, I would like to really thank you and say be
okay, I want
happy.
to talk to you offline. It's too fascinating. I have some things very useful and meaningful to discuss with you. So
Sure,
let's
I will
end
be
it
happy
here
to
today,
discuss with you.
and I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Till then, bye, everybody.
Thank you.